We've been told for years that raising your vibration through dietary trends or other external tricks is the key to spiritual enlightenment. But vibration is purely a function of matter and time, meaning that it degrades, it transforms, it changes, decays. On the other hand, our souls are beyond time. So today we are exposing the trap of vibrational spiritualism and uncovering what true consciousness requires. Hi. As a result of last week's podcast, I made a realization, which I briefly gave a little hint of, which is to do with vibration and its relationship to soul. And the reason why it's important is because we think of vibration as raising our vibration so that we can become more spiritual. And that gives rise to all manner of BS. Essentially, what we eat. So if I eat meat, then that means my energy is denser and I won't become so spiritual. But if I eat vegetarian, then that has a higher vibration and it will help me to be more energized in a spiritual way, more up there. It's total BS. And I will share with you why. Vibration, by definition, is a function of matter. Whether we're talking atoms, molecules, quarks, whatever, it's all part of matter. And when we speak of matter, we speak of time, because the movement of those molecules is time. The movement of my body, which is a bundle of molecules, we're moving through time. Okay, so it's not just movement, it's also degradation. Everything's in a state of change. And this cannot apply in the world of spirit, because in the world of spirit, at the soul dimension, it's beyond time. You cannot have it both ways. If a soul is beyond time, it's beyond matter, it's beyond vibration. We're hooking onto the wrong concept. To be more spiritual is to be more conscious. Consciousness is where it's at, not vibration. And consciousness is not something that you can eat, you can chew, it's not something you can touch, measure. Consciousness is beyond time because it's part of the soul. So consciousness expresses itself through us as part of our soul connecting through us in our hearts. So I am more conscious. What does that even mean, right? I am more conscious when I am in my body. What is this me? What is this something within me that is within my body? But there is something which is in me. And I am present, I am here, I'm now. So we'll just do this for a second. if you'll indulge me. Take a deep breath and focus on your feet. Connect with your heart and smile. Come back to your feet as you connect with your heart. Now the world doesn't stop, but we do. Just for that second, we're in the timeless now, in the present, in our bodies. We're away from our heads, you see. When we're in our heads, we're never in the present. We're lost in whatever. So consciousness and the soul go together. And to be more spiritual means to be more conscious, but there's caveats. Because to be more conscious, it means our whole body has got to be interconnected. Everything needs to flow. That means our emotions need to be able to express themselves, to come and go. We need to be connected through our nervous system to our legs, to our hands, to our backs, to the various sections of our body. So there's all this interconnection that needs to happen for us to be more conscious. However, since I'm talking about vibration, I will just add this little extra bit, which is to do with vibration in terms of the planets and the moon. We are all affected by the planets and the moon because it's all vibrational, and our bodies at this physical level respond to the vibrations. Our soul is not bound to the vibrations of the physical world, but our ego is, our physical structure is. And within Eastern healing modalities, it is understood, it is accepted that our internal organs are affected by the planets. And how we are affected varies from person to person. And it is dependent on the quality of our internal health. So if our organs are not very healthy, then we are going to be affected by a particular planet in a different way from someone else whose organ is healthy at that moment in time. So there are variations, but nevertheless we're all affected. But the one that matters, I mean, they all matter in a certain way, but the one that matters from the point of view of consciousness, of self-awareness, is the moon. Because the moon comes around really fast, and every 2 weeks you've got either a full moon or a new moon. And if you start to take notes from this day forward of the new moon and the full moon, like the new moon is a few days before to a couple of days after, whereas the full moon is about a week before up to the full moon itself. What you will start to notice is that you can be affected either physically, emotionally, or mentally. You can have accidents, either self-induced, it's still an accident, but you've done it. There's no one else there. You've done it to yourself. Or someone else is responsible for generating this, and you're affected by it. Or it can be emotional, in that someone gets really cross with you, you become reactive, or you get irritated by someone else's behavior, and you start to seethe inside of you. Well, if you are aware that this is likely, it can happen at other times, but more likely than not, it will happen at the time of these moon episodes. So I tend to become aware. It's not always the same, but either coming to it the 7th day or the 4th day up to the full moon, or it can be the 4th and possibly the 2nd day to the full moon, because it is also dependent on the other planets, how they connect with the moon, because this is all vibrations. So if you have two different bodies, they're vibrating, their frequencies will harmonize, they will oscillate at the same, they'll have a rhythm, it'll come to you, and it will begin to vibrate within your body, and it will affect your hormonal system, and you will become affected. And there is also a relationship to do with your unconscious. So your personal unconscious can get triggered at these times because the vibrations, they're affecting your organs hormonally, and you become much more subject to this. And dare I say, the Archons, the bane of mankind, these souls from the 4th dimension, which they love to stir the pot in us for us to become disturbed, fearful, anxious, angry, envious. All of this is food for the Archons. And this is likely to lead to episodes at these times. And the Archons, if you watch the last episode, they are linked to the moon. So there's an interconnection here. And if you want to be truly spiritual, then you need to be aware that you are disconnected from your body, and you need to start to connect with your body, with your emotions, with the images that come into your mind at different times, which can trigger you. And this is how we become more spiritual, not because of what we eat, but because of the work we do in dealing with the unfinished traumas which affect us within the programs that dictate our behavior, that send us sleep, so that we're not aware of what's going on because we're running around the world in automatic. So this is the path to true spirituality. By going into yourself, find out who we are, be aware of our reactions in the world, how we relate with other people, and are we at the mercy of our emotions, or can we generate feelings of love within our hearts? That's the path to spirituality. That is the path to consciousness and to self-awareness. And if I can just put in a little plug, I'm doing a course, especially to help those of you who are ready to find out who you are, how to reconnect with your bodies, how to reconnect with your emotions, how to reconnect with the thoughts that run through your head, how to free your creativity. So all of that is going to be part of the course that I am putting out there right now. I encourage you to go and have a look at the website. salmarch.co.uk. Find out more. Thumbs up, give us a like, and thank you for watching my videos. Bye for now.